Hey guys, so just another little deck profile from one of my favorite formats. This was like the first time I properly owned the cards as a kid, so it's a very nostalgic format. Still friends with some of the people from that time today, so yeah, this is like my real childhood format, and it was the first time I properly owned my own deck, which is Heroes. I have a profile in the channel if you want to look along, but yeah, Toulouse was the April 2012 YCS, which Americans might know the March of the same year YCS Long Beach, the biggest ever YCS of the time. So the European one, which is YCS Toulouse, was 1 month after, but we didn't have Shockmaster. So I'm going to jump into a profile, and what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and start a little side series where I show combos in shorts, and I'll see if I can attach those in the description, but if you want to see any old Time Wizard combo tutorials or deck profiles in that same manner, comment away and I will make sure to have a look and see what I can do. So anyway guys, I want to jump into the profile. Okay, so to start things off, 3 Wind Up Shark. It's your main extender. This is the card that, like, this in combination with any access to rank 3 or Magician is your combo, so obviously you're going to max out on them. Magician, the card had recently gone to 2, so this is the legal amount we're allowed to play. Again, 3 rat, you access all 3 in your combo. If you could play 5, you would. Well, might brick on it a bit, but yeah. Wind Up Rabbit, 3. Rabbit's a nice card. Rabbit lets you banish itself, and it will trigger your factory when we get to it. It'll also trigger Magician, and in some kind of like grindy games where you might just have like a rabbit and a shark in grave, you can go like rabbit, bring back rat, rabbit, banish the rat, make a rank 3 with the shark, and then you have a rat again next turn. So very cool card. I remember like a lot of the time watching people playing this format or like redo format. I think like a good you'll be able to tell who a good player is by how they play with their rabbits. Speaking of rabbits, we have Hunter. It's a one-of, and it is pivotal to the hand loop, and in some cases like it's okay to draw, like if you have shark or you have an extender. But yeah, it's, sorry, for people who don't know, you tribute another wind up except himself and send a random card from your hand, from your opponent's hand, to the graveyard, which is where the hand loop comes from. And fortunately it plays around dark rolls, so pretty huge. Yeah, so 1 Sangan, 2 Maxi and 2 Veiler. I think these cards are self-explanatory. But yeah. Now 3 Factory. This is your searcher. Once per turn, if you activate a wind up monster effect, you can search a wind up monster from your deck to hand. Even if your wind up is negated, as long as the activation isn't negated, it'll trigger. So if you get Phoenix Chained or Veilered, this is still resolving. And again, it kind of gives you because it's once per turn and Rabbit is a quick effect, you can have yourself, if you end on Rabbit Factory, you can have a search in your opponent's turn. The trinity of this format is Reborn Heavy and Dark Hole. Maxing out on MST, the 1 book, 1 Avarice. Avarice is like, obviously when you're in like grindier game, it's really nice just to put back a lot of your resources, especially since you run through your extra deck if you open the combo. But also, Avarice is part of a like weird 3-card combo, which can just do a full full hand 5-card loop. So this card's crazy if you draw it in conjunction with the other cards, but even if you just have a hand of like tour guides into Sangans and just making Zen Mighty, like you're already halfway there, or almost more. Anyway, crazy card, crazy card. I don't know why I need to explain it. 1 Minecon. Then for traps, it's triple Fiendish, 2 Torrential, another cool part of the format. So people are pretty used to playing around one of these, but we have 2 here. Mirror Force, and then the Solemn Brigade. I don't think these cards need too much explaining. So I'll jump into the extra deck. Yeah, so this was the most popular deck at the time of Toulouse. Chaos Dragons were like the cheap pick, so they were probably one of the most represented, but this was taking up a lot of the top cut. So now we have Zen Mighty. Zen Mighty is a rank 3 generic, so you can tour guide into it. Which is tour guide shark is one of the combos. So its effect is, it has some crazy effect. This is in Spanish. It has some effect where like if one of your other windups is destroyed by battle, no, except during the damage step. So if one of your other windups is destroyed, you can detach material to add it to hand. Never ever seen it come up. Its main effect is you detach 1 material and you get to special summon a windup from your deck. So yeah, you basically just get to a point where you bring out a guy, you make one of these, you bring out another guy. Like if you weren't hand looping, your board would just be 3 of these, and if they don't have Dark Hole, you're killing them next turn. Yeah, so we've got 2 Leviathans. Again, we're at a pretty awkward early stage of XYZs, but you have these ones. You also have like Tempo and what's the other one? The Tempo was the only other big one, but for now we're playing this. Tempo could just become the Chimera Tech. Chimera Tech is there for the Cyber Dragon in the side deck. So then that's your rank 3s. For 4s you have Maestroke, 2 Utopias, Utopia Ray, and then for your 5s you have Zenmaya, Tiris, and Aegis. So there's just like a pretty normal, these are all the best 5s. And yeah, pretty standard list, I'd say. But again, I want to start showing off these combo tutorials. I think having a standard enough deck list just to showcase the combos is going to be good. So anyway guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and please make sure to subscribe, and yeah, comment anything you want to see Time Wizard related. I have like dozens of decks built IRL, and pretty much access to every card, so I'm happy to do my research and show off whatever I can. So yeah, anyway guys, peace, cheers.